That's right. Let's effing go.
Carmen's here.
That's such a good intro. She did such.
It is. It is.
She's done a really good job with her.
I love both of the intros and outros now. Like they're so good.
Yeah, no, she's done a really good job with them. I was trying to figure out last night how to like clip some things, but what I was gonna clip, it wasn't there. Like when I did the Miss Daisy thing yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I went back, I asked her, and she said she hadn't messed with it. And I was like, that's weird. And then there was another one that I went to, and it has like the name of the person that like sent a super chat or was whatever was blurred out. It was weird.
Well, there was one video that she told me that she took some stuff out. But it wasn't, what would you say, yesterday? Yeah, it wasn't yesterday's. It was like a week ago or something.
Which I knew she did then, but I don't know why it's blurring a name out.
I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know. I'd have to show you later. But anyway, What is up, everybody? Started a little bit early, just because this is gonna be a long stream. But go ahead and say hi. Hello, Gabby.
Hello.
What's up, Puddletown? It's not a 12-year-old boy. Don't make her prove it.
Yeah, don't.
That's right. Don't make me prove it. Hello, Chloe. I am very happy that he was able to make it through the night. My thoughts and prayers are definitely with you and your family. So, we're gonna watch the last part of Rachelle Waterman's interrogation, interview, whatever you want to call it. I have messed with the audio, so I actually turned the volume down and then put a voice booster on. It sounds good to Gabby and I, but I don't know how it sounds to you guys. So if it's really low or you guys can let me know and I'll continue to adjust it. What's up, Noah? But
also known as Mama Wow sometimes.
Mama Wow. Since my mom's not here.
Cheers. Even when she is here. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know why I say it because I do it when she is here.
I know, right?
What's up, boy? Frankie Frank. How you gonna tell me to get started and you ain't even over here? I'm about to yell it.
It is his way. You should just say, now we waiting on you.
Now waiting on you.
Tell him that's what I said.
Gabby said, we are now waiting on you. Typical man.
Typical Sweden. Typical Swedish.
I'm not saying that.
Typical Swede. Nothing against
Sweden. That. Yeah. Oh, I have to remember to ask when other people come over. I gotta remember to ask if there's any Brits in the house. Oh, Frank. Is Frosted Flakes illegal in Belgium? Because he said 1 minute you won't start till 6. I already did.
Actually, K-Wow, I've never actually been to a concert.
Really?
Actually, I went to a 2 Live Crew concert, but they only played one song because they were opening for somebody else that I did not want to see, and then I left. That was it. I've never been to an actual, and it was they were way older than what they were before, and it was just them two and 2 girls shaking their butts, and that was it. And then they played like one song, and I was like, all right, peace.
But yeah, with the Yeah, my hearing is wrecked. Uh, Frank, I was asking, I saw a video earlier that Frosted Flakes, which is like very, very popular cereal,
It's a breakfast cereal.
yeah, is illegal in the United Kingdom. So I was wondering if it's illegal in Belgium too. Because that just blew my mind. I was like, why? It's Frosted Flakes. But they were explaining it's something, some ingredient that they can't use there. And
They're not great there.
yeah, they're not that great.
I kind of like
tea time. Yeah, I do too. I wonder how tea time works. Like, what if you're like
They have a
scaling
bell that goes off.
well, what if you're like scaling a building, like you're a construction worker?
You bring a thermos.
And then all of a sudden it's like tea time.
If it goes off, they basically like just fly a plane by and just like drop you some tea real quick. Then they're like, thank you for tea time.
It's like this giant funnel that comes down like a beer bong. But it's tea. You've never heard of Frosted Flakes?
Wow.
Come to America. We'll show you some things.
Right? Probably things you don't want to see, but you know.
Oh, absolutely.
It'll put some hair on your chest, Frankie.
Yeah. Yeah, they were trying like tried Frosted Flakes. They're like, that is amazing. And then tried Big Red, like the drink.
Oh yeah.
And then people were like, we'll go try Big Red gum.
Yeah.
And they did, and they were like, why is it hot?
Yes. When my cousin was little, he wanted to try soda. So my aunt gave him some soda, and it was Dr. Pepper. And she gave him like a little sip, and he's like, well, it's spicy. It's spicy. That's so funny. His face. It was just so hilarious.
You want to do one that's spicy? Go get McDonald's Sprite. That is so much. It's so good, but it burns going all the way down.
They have the best ice. I don't know what it is with their ice, but it like makes soda just like perfectly like crisp.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
Crap in it.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, Baker Raiders. About time, Baker. Just kidding.
Right? It's only been live for about 20 minutes.
What is up, Baker Raiders?
What trial was he watching?
I don't remember. I think it was something with it was a trial that was just like Matthew Moore's, where the wife is deceased. So it was, did she unalive herself or did he do it? It didn't really sound like they had like the best relationship. But yeah, I think that's what he was watching. So what was the verdict on that? If one of you guys want to drop it in the chat.
Hey, Bad Dazzer. Zach, always a pleasure. Hello, Sue. Dodo.
Dodo. Really? He was found guilty?
Oh.
Wow.
That's cray. Hey,
yeah. I mean, just the little bit that I watched, I don't think that they could prove that beyond a reasonable doubt.
This person said the state's closing was horrendous.
Wow.
Interesting.
Huh.
Less than an hour. Damn jury. Disgusting.
Wow. Well, hopefully they'll be able to appeal it or something, because that just, yeah.
Holly Mack.
I didn't even watch the whole thing, but just a little bit that I was able to watch, they did not prove that he did that. Seems like sometimes that they proved that he didn't. Like I don't know.
Hey, Chrissy Bacon.
But Hello, everybody. I would go through everybody's names, but that's a lot of names.
Ronnie, Senorita Bonita.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
my little croissant. Sorry.
You're good. We're going to go ahead and watch the last part of the interrogation or interview, whatever you want to call it, of Rachelle Waterman. So if you guys don't know that her case, she was 15, I think at the time. She had two 24-year-old boyfriends, not at the same time. She did one at a time. But she is being accused of kind of masterminding the unaliving of her mom. The two guys that did it have already been sentenced. One was sentenced to 99 years. The other one was sentenced to, 50?
Yeah, it was 50, but it was something like he could be out in like 16 or something.
Yeah, so when I was reading, I think Brian, who was sentenced to 99 years, has to serve 33 before he could try to get parole. And then Jason was sentenced to 50, has to serve 16 until he can go up for parole. In reality, those sentences need to be flip-flopped. I understand that Brian did the unaliving, but when Jason got up there and was testifying, that dude's crazy.
Yeah, he's absolutely mental.
Yeah, I mean, it was just wild. So I have messed with the audio because I know yesterday when we watched some of it, you couldn't hear what they were saying. So I've actually turned the volume way down and then voice boosted up. It sounds fine to Gabby and I, but I don't know how it's going to sound to you guys. So let me know if I need to adjust it even more.
Real quick, Snipe had asked, no adult supervision this evening. It happens from time to time. We'll see where the night takes us.
Cheers.
Also, hello, Kelly.
Yeah, I see you guys chatting in there, but it's going pretty fast. So I don't mean to not pull your guys' names up, but that's a lot of names, which I appreciate. Oh, yeah, we do have an adult in the house. It's Mama K-Wow. K-Wow's in here.
Mama Wow.
Mama Wow's in here. She'll keep me in line.
She'll eventually y'all us. So
yep, that's when I know I'm getting too out of hand. I'll just see y'all in the chat. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started because this is like just a little over 2 hours long. Again, I have no idea how the audio is gonna sound to you guys. So please let me know if I need to mess with it. Share the screen. Always forget to do that.
Good job, Carmen. Bravo.
Bravo. Have a seat there where you were before. Started. Okay. Oops. Check it out here.
Give it just a few seconds to kick it off.
Like I was saying before, there's things that we've uncovered. We to get some clarification from you.
Okay.
I want to. You're the one person who can probably help us, given your relationship.
Pardon me.
Don't walk at all, okay?
Okay.
All right. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and read you something. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can only be used against you in court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present before you and during any questioning. If you can afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you free of charge before and during any questioning. If you wish, you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements.
Is that better for the ones who were here yesterday?
I think the beginning of it was a little like meh, but
Yeah.
a little bit better. There's less like loud stuff.
Less static.
Yeah.
And Puddletown probably wouldn't. I can't time you out, but the owner of the channel can. So when you say,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be good, what you going to do about it? And she timed you out.
She did. She timed you out. When I saw it pop up, I was like, wait, I'm the only other mod in here. Who did that? And then I was like, AJ?
Yeah. Well, we can't time him out because he's a
No,
mod.
we can't. Yeah, we can't. Yeah.
So,
That was fun.
all right. Hopefully the audio still somewhat stays good. Like I said, if I need to turn it up a little bit, let me know.
Oh, that's right. Baker is a mod as well.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I totally forget. Sorry.
By the way, I sat and waited and rambled on for 8 whole minutes.
Yeah, we waited for you, but you took
Typical
your
male.
sweet time.
Typical male.
Unbelievable.
I'm just kidding.
I don't hate you, Baker.
Thank you for the redirect. I do. You should feel special because she doesn't time out anybody.
Oh man.
All right,
That's
let's
funny.
keep going.
All right.
Do you understand each of these rights as I was explaining them to you?
Yeah.
Have any rights in mind you wish to talk to us now?
Well, I'm curious, why are you reading this and you never did before?
Well, some things have come up, and I just want to make sure you understand what your rights are before we
Okay.
go further. You also understand you have a right to have a parent, your father present.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to talk to us? Do you want your dad here?
No, I'll talk to you. I'm just curious, why are you doing that?
Oh, I'm just trying to be cautious. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm just...
You understand fully. I mean, you're not quite an adult, but you're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make sure you fully understand what your rights are, what your options are, and that you're here speaking with us voluntarily.
Yes.
Excuse me. Should I try to eat a cheeseburger? I mean, we brought you here, but you're free to go. We're just here for privacy's sake.
I know.
Okay. Well, as I was explaining earlier, I mean, you understand Brian was arrested late last night. He just got done being arraigned. Prior to the arrest, he did talk to us at some length. And told us many things about what happened with your mom.
Okay.
And some other things we want to confirm. Kind of want to lay a little foundation here. When we talked before, you made some. You told us about some physical abuse involving your mother.
Yes.
And I take it this was ongoing for some time.
It was kind of sporadic, over time, but it was like every once in a while.
So there'd be like a blow up every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was over with your lifestyle or what?
Yeah. Well, just being Wiccan, wearing black, kind of being how I was.
Yeah, your relationships with the guys.
Well, the only one she really got mad about was when she found out I was physical with my boyfriend Ian.
Okay.
Tuesday.
And that was the knife incident, right?
Yes, after that.
Okay. All right, and as I understand it, based on what Jason and Brian told me, you told them about this abuse.
Yes.
Did you ever ask them for some kind of help with what to do about it?
No, I guess I was just kind of venting because I knew they wouldn't tell anybody. Because, I mean, if I told any of my other friends, they might say something to their parents or one of my other friends.
But was your father aware of what was going on?
No, he was not.
Did you ever tell him about it, Rick?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I honestly didn't think he'd believe me.
Why is that?
Just because it's like, you know, people out in public probably think my mom would never lose her temper. She probably thinks she never cusses or anything, but, you know, behind closed doors, other things happen.
We all have our public face and our private one. You know, I understand how that goes, and I'm not doubting you at all.
I know.
I'm just trying to get some.
I forgot to say that part at the beginning. Sorry. So she, for those who haven't watched this, she said that like her mom like pushed her down the stairs. I think said even hit her with a bat.
Yeah, she said that she basically abused her. She hit her all the time. And
but so far there has been zero evidence to support that. That we have seen. There's a blog that she had, the My Crappy Life blog. They have not presented that. It doesn't look like they're going to, which really sucks.
I went and actually looked for that. I sent your mom a link. Because I asked your mom if she like went and tried to look for her blog, and she said that she couldn't find anything. But I think I found the one, and I sent it to her. I don't know if she has had time to like check it out or not. If it seems like
so.
I don't know, but it would be interesting to read that. You know, like to see like the comments and like to see if both of the guys commented on it and what else she said, you know?
Right. Yeah, I saw that you had sent it. I haven't even had the chance to look myself. But I think when I asked her about it, she had said when she did look, there was a lot that popped up, like pretending to be Rachelle Waterman, and it wasn't actually hers.
Yes, there was a lot of like pretenders that named their blog from the same website that she used that named it like My Crappy Life. And basically what I did was look at the dates of the posts versus like when the trial happened versus when the crime happened. And I thought it had the most posts on it for those dates, you know? I guess we'll have to just see.
Yeah. And my mom just reminded me, if you do know about this trial, you know the verdict or anything like that, please don't put it in the chat because we don't know. We're just watching this as it goes. So
yeah, we don't know the outcome. We don't know anything that happens. Yes, Bad Dazzler. Yes. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Do you really want to read a teenager's diary?
Absolutely.
As long as it doesn't have all those explicit pictures that she took of herself in there. I don't want to see that.
I don't think it has that on there, but
I hope not. Because ew.
Understanding here. So you didn't tell your dad about it? I mean, I figured you didn't report it to the police or children's services or any of that stuff. You just kind of
lived with it.
Dealt with it. But you did tell these two individuals.
Yes.
Why just these two guys?
Well, I think a couple of my other friends had an idea of what was going on, but I never directly told them. But I just knew they had told me that they both had incidents in the past, and it's just I thought they'd understand.
So they're kind of commiserate with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they ever offer any kind of solutions to the problem? Like maybe did they encourage you to report it to the police So
They did at first, but I said no, and then they kind of dropped it because they know I'm very stubborn.
okay. Did they ever offer something along the lines of like asking you to go through the legal process to become an emancipated mind?
It was, well, actually, I had asked them about it because I was thinking about it, and I talked with them about it. They didn't exactly encourage it, but they didn't discourage it, just kind of talked with me about it.
Okay.
Yeah, forgive my voice, I'm still sick.
Okay, I'm sorry. So these two guys are the only ones you ever really expressed this to.
My ex-boyfriend knows as well.
Which
He
one?
knew later on. Ian knew later on. Different people kind of accumulated the knowledge just because I should have not told him, but he told a few people. So I don't know exactly who knows.
Okay. And when was the last incident between you and Lauri?
Probably hasn't been for a few months.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Beginning of the school year, I'd say.
Things mellowed out.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
and it actually gotten better. We were communicating more and just things like that.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Do they offer other plans or solutions to deal with this?
Well, they offered if you need.
Sorry to keep pausing. That's what I heard was she was like, I didn't necessarily encourage them to unalive my mom, but I also didn't say no. And that's what I thought she said as well. And
Also, she was 15. She was 15 at the time. They were 24.
Yeah, they're 24, and they unalived her mom in a horrific way.
Yeah.
Basically,
Horrific.
Brian broke into the house, got Lauri because she was by herself because Rachelle was at a volleyball tournament or whatever, and her dad was out helping like the Girl Scouts, and so they made her. She wasn't a drinker. Made her chug an entire bottle of wine like quickly because their goal was to have it where she. They wanted to make it look like a drunk driving accident. So took her out to like where there's the woods and there's a large like cliff right there, and tried to break her neck, but they thought it would be easy. It's not like you see in the movies where it's a quick snap and you're done. I mean, he tried to make it like she had gotten like whiplash, so he kept pushing her head back to break her neck. He couldn't do it that way, so then he tried to do it from the side. Couldn't do it that way. So then he took his flashlight or karate chopped her in the throat, then took his flashlight and repeatedly struck her in the throat with it. Then took his hand and covered up her mouth and nose so she couldn't breathe. The weird thing about it was they timed it. And they were like, it took 4 minutes. Like they were very matter of fact about that. When they
I love how that was the one thing that like kept coming up. It was like, oh, it took 4 minutes. It's like, bro, are you serious?
Yeah. And then
it doesn't stop there.
Oh yeah, it gets worse. Now they realize they've screwed up. She's bruised, she's muddy. They got to do something else. So if you're going to make something look like a drunk driving accident, you should probably put the person in the driver's seat. They did not. They put her in the back seat. They're all not very smart. And then set the car on fire. That car burned so hot that, I mean, it was just like the skeleton of the car that was left. And it burned so hot that there was only basically it made her body turn just into ash The only thing that was left of her was the top of her skull. And that was the way that they were able to identify it. Was it through, I think it was through dental.
Yeah.
Was it through dental?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing else was, none of her other remains were there because, and that, I don't know if you guys know anything about how hot fire has got to burn to do that to a human body. It's hot.
Yeah. It's friggin' like
So,
seriously hot.
yeah.
I mean,
And
I can't even imagine. I
yeah,
don't even know. It's just messed up.
like I had a friend back in school. His mom had accidentally fallen asleep at the wheel when she was driving home, like late at night one time. She ended up crashing, and the car caught on fire. And they even talked about how hot that fire was, and unfortunately, she passed away. But all they said was like she was unrecognizable because of how hot the fire was, but her remains were still there. So imagine, I mean, that's incredibly hot. And then now to get one that your remains are gone. They're literally turned into ash. And
Mr. Brandon.
she has a daughter right now, sir. That's
Hey,
what,
moaning. Right here.
all right, let's keep
To talk to somebody, or if you need to, if you can't be at home, just give us a call and we'll give you a ride somewhere, that kind of thing.
So it sounded like they were pretty good friends.
Yeah.
They really cared about you.
Yeah.
And I think Jason still loves you, to be honest. I mean, he's told us so. And I think he has strong feelings for you. Brian certainly does too. They both care a lot about you. And they both, I think they do just about anything for you. Do about anything you'd ask them to. Including asking them to have your mom killed. Jason's been arrested also. Okay. Both Jason and Brian have told us everything about the plot, about your participation in the plot. Just hear me out, okay? They told us everything. They told them how you came to them about the abuse, how you wanted their help, how you wanted them to get rid of you, how you went to Jason first, told him you wanted to get him to get rid of your mom for you. Just hear me out. Let me tell you what they told us, okay? And then you can answer. And then how he went to Brian. He figured he needed Brian's help, and that Brian would be the one to actually do the deed, and Jason would be the helper. But they told us about how this was all planned for months. This has been going on, and about your participation in it. And apparently there's been a couple other failed attempts or plans that didn't come to fruition. This is an email we got off of Jason's computer. What's the hunting trip?
He goes hunting. I remember this email, but I thought he was just going hunting.
He says the hunting trip was a code word for one of the failed attempts where you were going to ride in have your mom take you to volleyball practice after she drops you off. Brian was going to be waiting in the woods and shoot her. That was one of the attempts. There was also another plan that he ran by you and that you apparently approved, where they were going to abduct your mother and put her in a tub and put cement in a tub and throw her overboard from Brian's boat and sink her. But the latest incident, you, a few days before it happened, you called and told them you were going to be gone, and your dad was going to be gone, and the window of opportunity was now presenting itself. And the they were to do the deed, and they did do it. But the plan was to stage a drunken drive-in accident, but that didn't work too well, and they ended up doing what they did. And then Sunday, Jason, you called in and he gave you a report that it happened. Okay. They told all. Now, I just want you to understand something. There's a big difference between being the person who actually commits the crime, the actual killing, and the people participating in the planning of it. Now, I know you participated in the plan. We have more of these. We got your computer. We got Brian's computer. We got Jason's computer. And you know, even though you may delete things, the computer still saves it. And we're able to find things on computers that people think are deleted. But we have experts at information retrieval. And I mean, you know what was in your emails and chats and that stuff where you think it might not have been saved actually does get saved. And that information can be retrieved and we can read it. And this is just one example. And as you can see, we've got emails, chat. We know exactly what happened. We know that Jason and Brian killed your mother. That Brian was actually the one who did the killing. Jason assisted him, but you participated in the planning of the incident. You gave them information. You approved plans. You let them know basically that you were going to be out of town, that your dad was going to be out of town. You showed him how to get in the house, the way you, when you sneak out of the house at night, the window you go out of in the garage there. Brian went in that garage just as instructed, and he abducted your mother, put her in the van, and took her out, and they tried to stage a drunken driving accident, but it didn't quite work. And Brian ended up killing her, and they drove her up to the end of the road and set her and 5 people on fire. Now, they've told us everything. They've given you up, Rachelle.
Oh, they offered and I said no. I said I loved her.
Sorry, what?
I said I loved her.
Yeah.
And I told them things were better.
Uh-huh.
And I loved her so much that I didn't want her to be killed.
But you did ask her one time to kill her
I
first.
had mentioned it, but I wasn't serious. I told them no, I don't want it to happen.
And
I loved her.
why did you tell them that you were going to be gone that weekend?
I was just like, no, yeah, we need to stay. I'm going to be gone. So, you know, people talk to you, but we need to stay because I want it.
I mean, there was more to it than that. I mean, you told them you were going to be gone. Your dad was going to be gone.
It just came up in conversation because
Okay.
I will say this is the first time in this trial where I have wanted to be like, Rachelle, you're in trouble. Because if he's actually if those really emails, if he's not playing a cop technique right now, which is basically they're allowed to lie to you to get you to confess. If he's not doing that and he really has those emails right there and he's pointing them out saying, you said this and this and this and this, hunting was a code word, or you go into volleyball practice. Once your mom was by herself, they were going to unalive. You didn't stop it. You gave the instructions to Brian on how to get inside the house. Here's the layout of the house. You're in trouble, little one. You are in trouble. And yes, it does sound like she's fake crying because she's probably having an oh shit moment right now.
Did he show her a piece of paper?
I think his shoulder's blocking it, but I think he does have things right because he keeps pointing.
But I mean, they could just fake that too, couldn't they?
I don't think you can do that. Maybe. I don't think you can show them fake evidence.
Okay.
Because that would be a horrible cop technique. Like, you shouldn't be a cop if you do.
Well, that's what I mean. I wish I could see just a little bit over his shoulder to see what is happening at that table.
Right. But yeah, I don't think that you're allowed to lie to them, but I don't think you're allowed to just show evidence that would be completely false.
I think the camera should be above this guy who has the baseball cap on.
Yeah.
So you could visually see the full table right between them, you know?
Right.
Who's placing these cameras in these interrogation rooms?
I
We
don't-
gotta have a serious talk.
They might get to that. I don't know, because like I said, I haven't watched anything besides what we've seen now. But
Yeah.
yes, they might get to that. I'm a little back and forth with it. Is he using a technique, or is he
I think
actually
he-
showing her things, or is he doing both?
I think he's doing both. I think he's like pretending on some things and like fabricating some things, but also still kind of showing her things that they
Right.
already have to get more in to like put the pieces together, you know?
I agree with you. And what bothers me is she just said, like a couple minutes ago, I didn't encourage it, but I didn't discourage it. And then
Right.
now you're going on and saying, no, I told them no. I told them that things were getting better. I said that I loved her. Then why didn't you start with that?
Yeah.
Right.
Which
It's-
makes you think that she knew what they were gonna do.
Exactly.
Because why would you even say that? You would just be like, I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't hear anything. They didn't tell me anything what they were gonna do.
Right. Like, if you really didn't know anything, the very first thing out of your mouth would be, I didn't know anything.
Yeah. It
And
wouldn't
not,
be, I told them no. That makes me think now she knew what they were planning. She knew what was going to happen.
well, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't say, I didn't encourage it, but I didn't discourage it. And then now this
Yeah.
detective has put all this evidence in front of you. And now you want to say, oh, no, I said no. You either knew about it or you didn't. You either encouraged it or you didn't.
Yeah.
Like, you either said no or you didn't.
Yeah.
Like,
See, Snipe, I remember her saying that. Snipe said she said she had seen the email he showed her. So there has to be a piece of paper in front of him, and we just can't see it.
yeah.
So she saw it. Now she knows that they were planning something. She said no. She said she loved her. She said things were getting better. I mean, I don't know.
But yeah, but then it doesn't go with you knew that hunting was a code word for unaliving your mom, because he was going to hide in the woods and pew her at a stop sign.
Yeah.
Like, you would have, I mean, in my opinion, if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, that's not true.
Yeah.
Was it true if that didn't happen? All right, let's keep going.
All right.
Okay, I mean, you know what the emails say. You participated in this, right? Okay. Now listen, Rachelle, you need to be straight with me, okay? You've tried to lie to me in the past, and it's failed. You've tried to lie to me in the past, and it doesn't work, right? Right?
Yes.
Don't lie to me now. It's not going to help you to lie to me.
I don't know.
You got to tell me.
I didn't know what happened.
When did you tell me?
What's 2 weeks ago.
But at one time you told Jason you wanted him to kill your mother, didn't you?
I didn't tell her. I was like, Jesus, someone is wishing you.
Well, I mean, he remembers that conversation, and he asked you directly, what do you want me to do, kill her? And you said yes. Well, he believed it was serious. Okay. What about all these other plans that they tried last summer? What about the assassination, the shooting from the woods?
I didn't.
I mean, according to them, you knew full well what was going to happen. You were riding in the car with your mother, and she was going to drop you off at the school and drive down the driveway, and Brian was going to shoot her.
I didn't do that.
They said you both knew what was happening. You approved the plan. You said yes.
Plan. I did not approve the plan.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Okay, listen. I've told you before. No more.
They called me.
No more lies.
I talked to them. They told me about it. No, I was talking to Jason the day we were supposed to do it, but
Which was when?
I don't remember. It was
Rachelle, it was very important you be detailed here.
I seriously don't remember the day, but he told me that
This week? Which incident are you talking about?
the shooting thing.
Okay.
I didn't know they were going to do it until the last second, and I was having to be talking to me. He told me, I said, no, don't do it. That's why it didn't happen, because I didn't want it to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, that doesn't quite explain this email. What it
Didn't
says.
want-
Oh, yeah. We canceled that hunting trip we were planning for today. But he said he'd like it to go sometime soon. Brian canceled it. You know why Brian canceled it? Because he screwed up and forgot to...
No, I told them I didn't want it to happen.
But they canceled it before you claimed to have.
They canceled it because they screwed it up.
I told them I didn't want it to happen. I told them no. I directly told them no.
So, I mean, why does this plot keep continuing? You
I don't know. I told them I don't want it to happen.
You've been in constant contact with Jason for months now.
We hadn't talked about it.
Yes, you have.
Not
You've been talking for months.
I told them I didn't want it to happen. I told them I didn't want it to happen. I love her. I love
They carried it out. And they carried it out with your blessing and with your assistance. You told them this weekend was a good time. I'm going to be gone. My dad's gone. Go through the window in the garage like I always do. And you can do the deed. And I'll be rid of my mom and I can live my life.
I told them I didn't want it to happen.
You talked to Jason on Sunday after you got back and he gave you a status report. You told your friends Monday, before the body had been identified, that your mom probably died in a drunk driving accident.
Because what I assumed.
That's because that was what the plan
No,
was.
it's what I
That's
assumed.
what they told you the plan was going to be.
I saw the birds in the car.
You saw a red message. You saw a red
I
message.
saw that there was a bottle in the garbage, and I thought she'd drink it because I knew my dad was there. He couldn't have drank it. And I saw the car was gone, and I assumed the worst because I'm a pessimist.
Rochelle, you knew what you knew about it before you knew about your mom's car. You made these statements before the police notified your dad and your mom.
Because I was jumping to conclusions. I'm a pessimist.
No, because Jason gave you a status report Sunday after you got home. He called you and told you, we had accomplished the mission you put us on. Yes, you did.
I told them I didn't want it to happen.
Rochelle, don't sit there and expect me to believe this. Okay?
I didn't want it to happen.
I've had enough of this drama and stuff. I've had enough of your lies.
Rochelle, you have to understand, we are not Brian and Jason.
We're not idiots that we're not puppets. You can dance around and make do just because.
So fine, throw me in jail. If he can do some throw me in fucking jail.
I want to know exactly what your role is. And I'm trying to offer you a solution to your dilemma. As I explained before, there is a big difference between a person who puts their hands around the victim's throat and kills her, between the person who says, it's a good weekend, go for it.
So 10 years, I'll get 5.
Well, it's your life. You tell me how you want to live the rest of it, okay?
I just want to have another life. I want my mom back.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
I know it's not.
You set in motion the events that we are grappling with now. And you need to start thinking about yourself. Okay? These two guys have given you up. They gave you up so quick, I couldn't believe it. For two people who claim to love you, they handed you over to us on a silver platter without thinking twice. Okay? They gave you up as soon as we put the screws to them. Now, it's your turn.
I did call them that weekend when I was in English, and I told them not to do it. We had a fight on the phone, and he said, "You're just being your overreaction. You're just being emotional. Don't worry about it." I said, "No, don't do it. I'm serious." And he thought I was just freaking out, but I wasn't. I didn't want him to do it.
So you knew what was going to happen this week?
I had an idea, but I wasn't sure.
Well, of course you had an idea. You told him you were going to be gone.
Well, of course I told him I was going to be gone. I told him I was going to be in the state.
And you told him your dad was going to be gone.
I
You told
told him
him,
I've been home.
then you told him it was going to be.
I gotta pause this for a minute because I don't know how loud that is for you guys. I literally have this turned down to 10%, but it's like making my ears bleed with that high pitched noise that she is making. I think she's caught because they're laying it on her. They're put the pressure on her, and also, if you didn't do, no, Gabby, I can't. If you didn't do something, then why are you gonna be like, then just take me to jail now? I'm gonna get 10 years, but I'm only gonna serve 5. Why would that come out of your mouth? Like, that's just stupid. I mean, I get that she's a teenage girl and teenagers say stupid things, but come on now. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But it's loud. Loud to me. And yeah, she does just want it to be over. I noticed somebody else said like that Brian and Jason said she didn't know anything, but they both also said, especially Brian, he was going to take the rap for everything. He didn't want them. He didn't want police to know that anybody had any involvement in it except him, and that he was going to lie and he was going to take the rap for everything. Well, based on the evidence that this detective is showing right now, she knew. I mean, he read one of the emails that said, I think it was Brian or Jace, I don't remember which one it was, that said, "What do you want me to do? Unalive her?" Response, "Yes." It doesn't get any more black and white than that. I do too, because for those of you who don't know, Brian had a very bad childhood. And I think when he heard these allegations, especially somebody that he loved, he's going to do everything to protect her, especially with how bad his childhood was and everything like that, it's kind of like a trigger for him. And he's a 6'5", 277-pound dude. I'm going to protect you. I don't want you to go through this. I don't want you to have anything. I don't want you to go through anything that I went through as a child. Instead of making sure that the allegations were real, it was just tunnel vision. Thank you, Puddletown, for the $10 super chat. I'm not singing that. I'm singing in my head. But all right, let's see if she can't completely blow out my eardrum.
A good weekend for to execute the plan. Okay?
And you told them how you sneak out of the house and how's the easiest way to get in.
Because they asked me if I've snuck out before. I said, yeah, it's really easy. You just come through the window with no screen on it.
And my dad and I are going to be gone this weekend. And ironically, when you get back, you have a conversation with Jason. Where you ask, and he confirms that it's done.
Okay.
You know how horrible that was.
We can understand that.
I told them beforehand that I didn't want them to do it. They didn't listen to me.
Well,
It's
So
understandable.
why didn't you come to the police and say, listen, I've got two guys about to kill my mom?
I didn't think they were going to. I thought you understood. I didn't want it to
Well, you know, you were convinced they were going to do it. You called them and tried to stop them.
That's exactly what I called them. I called them, told them no, and I thought they understood.
Well, evidently they didn't.
I guess not.
Okay, Rachelle?
To call them to tell them to stop,
Yes.
you had to have knowledge of their actions.
I had
Now, if
nothing
you
to do.
called and you told them to stop, we want to hear that story. But we have to know the whole truth.
They told me.
This is not a juvenile party where we're investigating drinking or
I know
murder.
it's.
This is serious.
I know it's serious.
You need to be straight with us.
Rachelle,
Yes.
honest to God, we are trying to be your friends right now. We are the best friends you've got because, believe me, your last two friends turned out to not be real good for you. All right. We can help you. But we've got to understand what happened in all your roles.
They said they might, and I said I don't know.
They said they might.
They said they might.
When did they say this?
I
And let me understand who they is. Now, Jason's the one you're talking with, or are you talking to both Jason and...
was talking to Jason. I didn't have any contact with Brian.
Okay.
And I told them I don't know, because I just didn't know. And then, just when I was gone in Anchorage, I called and I said, no, don't do it. I love her. I don't want anything to happen to her. Don't do it. And he just told me, no, you're freaking out. You're being emotional. It'll be the best for you. And I said, no, seriously, we've been getting along better lately.
So what happens the next time there's a blow-up? You say, okay, the plan's on now?
We've been getting along, and I told them to cancel it because things are getting better.
So you called them at the last minute from Anchorage,
Yeah.
and you pleaded with them not to do
It
that.
wasn't the last minute, it was like Friday
When did this call occur?
in the evening sometime.
Where?
It was either my friend's cell phone or the lobby phone.
Well, that wasn't that long ago. You can remember. Which one was it?
I don't
You need to remember it.
Which friends?
think. Katrina Nelson.
Katrina Nelson. Borrow yourself from what time of day did this happen?
I have to think. Friday.
And you remember we went through this business before about the phones?
Yes, I know.
Okay. The lobbies have cameras.
Yeah.
You, as an underage person, there's chaperones. You're not allowed out of your room certain times. The staff in the hotel are instructed to inform the chaperones if anybody's running around in the hotel after hours, right?
It was no 11 at night.
So when was it?
11 in the early afternoon.
Okay, so 11 a.m. And you called Jason.
Yes.
And what did you say?
I said, don't do anything. We've been getting along, and I just don't do anything. I don't want anything to happen.
But you knew what was planned, scheduled to happen.
I knew they were thinking about it. I didn't know if it was for sure.
Okay. And then what?
And then he, like I said, he said, you're just being over emotional, you're freaking out. I said, no. And we just kind of got in this fight, and it just ended up with going, and I hung up on him.
So, what did the conversation leave you with?
It led me with me saying, no, don't do it.
And what did he say? I'm going to do it anyway.
No, he just didn't really say anything, so I hung up on him. I was angry.
Okay. So, it's Friday. You've got two guys who are plotting to kill your mother. You have a very ambiguous conversation with one of the conspirators. And yet, you don't do anything to stop this.
I thought they would understand. I didn't want it to happen. I thought you would listen to me.
Evidently they didn't, did they?
Evidently.
Okay. So when did you first find out that they didn't?
Sunday, like you said, I talked to him, and I called him up.
So you lied to us about that?
What are you talking? I told you I talked to him.
When you got back?
Huh?
When you got back?
Yes.
Go on.
I talked to him, and I said, so we're okay. He said, yeah, we're fine. At first I thought I meant, oh, okay, everything's good. My mom's out cleaning up the Chamber of Commerce dinner or something. And then he said, it happened. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? He said, we did it. And I said, no, I told you I didn't want it to happen. And I was so horrified.
Okay. I believe it was Tuesday. We sat in this room together and talked for several hours. And I know we asked you specifically about these issues and what you knew about your mother's death and about these two people, Jason and Brian, and you sat there and lied to me, didn't you?
I was scared.
You knew who killed your mother, didn't you?
Yeah.
On Sunday. You knew it had been done and you knew they did it.
Why are you going to rub it in my face?
Well, I'm trying to understand, okay, Rachelle?
I think you already know.
Well, like I said, there's still some unanswered questions. And, you know, everybody's been lying to us, okay? Jason's lied to us, Brian's lied to us, you've lied to us. And that's to be expected, and we've worked our way through the lies. And we're getting closer and closer and closer to the truth. We're about 98% there. But that other 2% belongs to you. And I want to know what that other 2% is. And you owe, if you truly do love your mother, you owe it to her to tell us that. You owe it to her to let the world know what really happened. If you have any concern, care for her, you're going to tell us.
I just told you what happened.
Okay, Rachelle, do you know what Brian did?
What did Brian do?
He abducted your mother out of her bed, forced her to drink a bottle of wine, tied her up, drove her out to the middle of nowhere on a wet, rainy night, made her get down on her knees in the dirt, and tried to snap her neck. Because it looks good on TV, but you know what? It doesn't really work. Well, that didn't work. So he laid her down on the ground, and he took a flashlight and he slammed it against her throat about 10 times.
Why are you telling me?
I want you to understand what happened here. All right? That didn't work. So he got on top of her and he pinched her nose off and held his hand over her mouth until she died. And Jason and Brian went up to the end of that road and dumped 5 gallons of gas on your mother's body and set it on fire. Now that's what happened. And you knew it was going to happen. And you didn't do anything to stop it. And then after you knew it happened, you didn't do anything. You didn't tell anybody what you did. You could have brought your mother's killers to justice. You could have handled them 2 months on a silver platter.
All right, she's going to piss me off. Now you want to sit there and cry on a table and say that you're scared? Imagine how terrified your mom was.
Yeah, that's
Come
the
on.
thing that always blows my mind about people who are eventually convicted of the crime and how like nonchalant they are. And then all of a sudden when they get caught and they're in the interrogation room, she's screaming and crying her eyes out.
Yeah.
It has like no effect. You know, like she's not even thinking of that because she wasn't thinking of her mother at all from the beginning, you know?
Right.
And that poor kid, Brian, he's 99 years in jail because of this. Ugh. And I'm not saying, you know, he did it. He did the act, right? He deserves the punishment, but man, what an insane thing.
What an insane turn. I mean, so I did a poll based on this new evidence. Would you find her guilty or not guilty? 73% of you say guilty. 27% say not guilty. But yeah, I just, the thing that always just goes right through me is when somebody sits there and they're like, I'm scared. You weren't scared 5 minutes ago.
Right.
But also imagine now you got caught. Now you're scared. Imagine how scared your mom was when somebody breaks into her house, abducts her, makes her chug a bottle of wine. eh, Then,
Not just that,
you know,
but sets her on fire.
yeah,
The
ties her
amount
up.
of pain that she probably went through before that even happened to her, the amount of pain that she felt of them just trying to break her neck. It's like, man.
Right.
And
Yeah.
whoever, it is a crime. If you know a crime is going to be committed and you don't report it,
That's illegal.
yeah. What is it?
Guilty by association.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it just makes my like skin crawl when she does that high pitched squeal.
I mean,
This is
because right here she's 15 in this video.
Mhm.
So, of course, she's there with older men, which obviously she's very used to. We saw in the beginning when she did that lean in, that little hussy lean in, she knew what she was doing. And right here, she thinks she knows what she's doing, just like Sarah Boone. And she was like,
Yep.
it wasn't intentional. She really thought she was going to get up and walk out of that room. She really thought that she was going to go home.
Yeah, it's crazy. Good night, Dodo.
Absolutely. Good night,
Sweet
Dodo.
dreams.
Absolutely delusional.
Yeah. Let's see if I don't like throw my. Oh my gosh, we have an hour and a half more.
And instead you sat there and lied to us about it. And now you expect us to believe you now. Well, you know the story about crying wolf, right? You lie once too often, nobody ever believes you again. And I'm having a lot of difficulty believing you now.
Why are you asking me questions if you don't believe me?
Because I want you to come to understand what's going on. And I want you to tell me the truth about your involvement in all this. When did you first tell?
Sorry. What do you mean? The jury's watching this. This
No,
isn't
yeah, they're watching this, but what she's saying is that they can't have the conversations that we're saying right here. So they can't say, "Oh, did you see that? Oh, she just said this in the interrogation video," but then also said she didn't know that they were planning it. When she said she saw that email, and then she said, "I told them," they're not allowed to have those conversations while the trial is happening. So, and there's so much that I bet that was not allowed to be shown in this trial, like her blog. We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen anything about her blog.
right. Did she?
We haven't
I
seen.
thought that's what she just said. I thought she just said "f you" to the detective.
Probably.
But yeah, we haven't seen any of that.
anything, And it's like, these are the things that make me think at first that she wasn't guilty, because I didn't see there was no evidence. There was nothing except for that comment that she said in this video here.
Right.
That one comment was like, "Oh, okay, you knew."
Right.
You knew and
What's
you
up?
did nothing.
What's up, Huddle
Oh.
and Sticky? I just backed it up just a little bit, so because I want to see if that's what she just said.
Oh, F you.
You could have brought your mother's killers to justice. You could have handled them on a silver platter. But you didn't. And instead you sat there and lied to us about it. And now you expect us to believe you now. Well, you know the story about crying wolf, right? You lie once too often, nobody ever believes you again. And I'm having a lot of difficulty believing you now.
Why are you asking me questions if you don't believe me?
Because I want you to come to understand what's going on. And I want you to tell me the truth about your involvement in all this. When did you first tell Jason, "I want you to get rid of my mom for me"?
I don't know, August sometime.
Were you still dating him? You still having sex with him? What was going on?
We were kind of, I don't know what you call it, coming to the end of the relationship. We were just thinking, you know what, this isn't going to work with us.
Okay. So, you know, your relationship's on with kids, you still ask this guy to kill your mom for you. Is that how it worked?
Yes.
Okay. Now, were you expecting Jason was going to handle this on his own, or he was going to subcontract to somebody else?
Didn't know.
You didn't know what was going to happen?
No, he didn't tell me.
Okay. When was the first time he came to you with a plan?
He didn't tell me about the boat cement thing.
Okay.
I did not know about that.
Okay.
And then I had just happened to call him before when they were supposed to do the shooting thing, because I was going to ask him about something about community drama. And he told me about it, and I told him no.
Okay.
And then he said they'd been talking about something like taking her, getting her in the home. And I was just kind of like, I don't know, you guys, I told you not to kill her before. They just kept talking about it and they said we might do this weekend. And I was thinking about it sitting there, and then I called them and told them not to do it. And they said, there's just no more. We're getting along, and I want it to be like it is, how we're getting along now.
Well, Jason's telling me that this little plot has been going on for months, since early this summer when you first guys, just scare me through, okay? When you guys first started your relationship, when you're first starting having sex. Okay. And he ran several scenarios by you for a while, talked to you quite a bit at length about what was going on, and then for some reason things kind of faded away. I guess this is the period when your mom and you were getting along better, and things are okay, but this thing's still hanging out there in the air. And by this time you knew that Brian was in on the plot, that he was going to be a member of the team.
I had heard
Yeah, okay. I'm just telling you what he told me, okay? So you can understand and respond from that, okay? I just want to give you the information I have so you can make an intelligent question, answer that, okay? I'm just trying to be fair, okay?
Okay.
Are we being fair?
Yes, go.
Okay. He says, by this time you know Brian's in on the deal, and that you guys are and that they're
That's
working
not
on
gonna say
the
about
problem. But for, like you said, a time came when
I think that she didn't think any of this was going to happen to her, because you want to know why? She wasn't there when it went down. She was out of where she lived, the town where she lived in Alaska. She was thousands of miles away at a volleyball tournament. So she never thought any of this was going to come down on her, because she wasn't there. There's no DNA evidence saying that she was there, all this stuff. A teenager at that era, what was it, early 2000s? They don't think of the police taking their phones or their computers to check all that stuff. You know what I mean? They don't think of that stuff. She willingly gave them her blog name and the website in all of her passwords. She willingly gave it to them. You know? So I don't think that she thought that she was gonna get caught, or because she wasn't there for the actual crime.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And it
That's
could
what I
be
think.
one of those things where it's, if I'm willing to give you all of this, then you're going to believe me.
Right.
At least she's not screaming like a wild banshee in my ear. So that's a plus.
Well, give it 5 more minutes.
I know.
things got slacked off.
Anything could
Things were
upset
all
her.
right with you and your mom, and
Yeah.
it was unknown if it was going to happen or not. Well, then a few weeks ago, there was another incident, according to him. Supposedly your mother pushed you down the stairs or something?
She tried.
Okay. But they also told us something about your folks were going to sell you to slavery. What was all that?
No, it was a long time ago. My mom was really mad at me, and they were low on money, and she was talking to me about selling me for prostitution as a punishment.
Mm-hmm. But you told them this.
Yes.
Okay. But you gotta understand, these guys accepted this as gospel. They accepted this as that she's not joking around. This is for
I
real.
wasn't joking around.
They believed that you were truly in jeopardy, and that the only way to save you from your mother was to kill her. I mean, these guys were true believers. You had them so wrapped around your finger, they were so in love with you that they would do anything for you, and they did do anything for you.
I didn't know Brian was in love with me.
Well, you had
And I didn't. A while ago, I cared for him, and then we ended it.
Well,
I didn't know he still loved me. I thought we ended that.
some people react differently, you know.
It's
When
true.
you have sex with somebody, it's quite an experience for some, not some for others. Obviously, both of these guys are real connected to you. They really cared about you. They don't care much now that they did then. They feel kind of used right now. They feel manipulated. They feel stupid that 16-year-old girl talked them into killing her mother for her. Okay? But I just want to let you know where they're coming from, okay? I have a feeling that's why they gave you up so quick. They had a little epiphany about,
I didn't use them. I didn't have them wrapped around my finger. I didn't.
okay, these two guys committed murder for you, buddy. Okay? Now, this has been going on for months, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you've, at times, heard their plans and
Said no.
knew what was going to happen, knew what was going on,
And I told them no.
and didn't do anything about it, like warn your mother.
I didn't think it was necessary because I thought they would listen to me. Because, as you said before, they listened to me.
Well, they listened to you so good that they were ignoring all other instructions, which kind of, again, I'm a little skeptical about this. If these guys are your servants, they live
They're
and
not my
die.
servants.
Just listen to me. They live and die by what you tell them. If you would have told them no, they wouldn't have done it. If you would have conclusively told them, listen, the deal's off. Everything's fine with my mother. Don't ever talk to me or plot this again. We're finished. It would have been ended. In fact, Jason thought at one point it was over. Well, we never pulled this off. Things seem to be going okay with her and her mom. Well, let's forget this. This is ridiculous. But then you came to it one last time and said, my mom tried to throw me down the stairs again. Operation Get Rid of Lauri is back in business. Okay. And they plotted this latest incident, the phony car crash. You knew it was going to happen. You facilitated it.
I didn't even know they were going to do the car crash part, so that's...
But you knew they were going to make an attempt.
I didn't know.
You knew they were going to try to kill your mom.
I didn't know for sure.
You knew it.
I didn't know for sure.
You knew it enough to want to call them.
Yes, but I thought they'd listen to me.
You knew it enough to tell them the window of opportunity when your dad were going to be gone. You knew it enough to call them, this is your own words, from anguish to get them to stop and not do it, as you said.
Yes. Well, I had a hunch, and I wanted to make sure,
You
just
had a
in
hunch.
case.
You told them how to get into the house. You told them, listen to me, you told them you and your dad were going to be gone. And you told them when you and your dad would be back. Then you called to make sure it was done when you got back. Now you're sitting here telling us that you called them to stop it.
Yes,
You knew it was going to happen, but you changed your mind and you wanted them to
I
stop.
didn't know for sure it was going to happen. They said they might do something, and I kind of thought about it, and I called them up and said no. Look, they weren't wrapped around my finger. It's not like they were going to worship around my...
They were wrapped tight.
They were not wrapped tight around my finger.
Brian is really wrapped tight.
I didn't
quite as tight as Jason. You know Jason and his computer technology. You know his ability with computers, right?
Yes.
Were you aware of any time you and Jason were talking on the phone? Maybe sexually? Yes?
Yes.
Were you aware of any time you and Jason were talking on the phone sexually to each other that maybe Jason had it tapped into his computer so he could listen to it later when he couldn't talk to you?
I did not know he did that.
Wow. Did you not know that Jason was probably going to cover his butt too in case this thing came out and you tried to fry them?
Just gonna give you a and try to get away on his own.
I didn't know.
So we haven't told you all the evidence against you. We're giving you an opportunity to be honest with you. But I gotta tell you right now, you have been very honest with us. We can start pulling out the CDs that we took from Jason's house that he's identified.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
It's nothing.
Okay.
You can start being honest with us. If you want to make us use all this evidence against you, that's fine. We'll let a jury think that you weren't cooperative. You show no remorse in this whole thing. Up to the end, you're going to hold your own. You're not going to budge. I'm going to make these cops work for it. You want to go that route? That's fine. The DA will hear it, the judge will hear it, everybody can hear that.
Well, you can start. You can carry those millstones around your neck into this. And I understand something else. Okay, you're 16, but this is a serious offense, and you will automatically be waived into adult court. Okay, juveniles bets are off now. You're in the big leagues now. This is a real McCoy. No do-over. No restart. Okay, you've got a long life ahead of you. Right now, you need to decide how you want to live that life. Obviously, there's going to be some real limitations placed upon it. But you need to start looking down the road where you're going to be in 10, 20, 30 years. And how the world's going to look at you. You know, I can understand some things, but there's some things I can't understand. And like I said before, a person lies to me once or twice. It's very difficult for me to believe that. If a person is known as a liar, it's very hard for others to believe it. A bunch of strangers are going to look at you and judge you based upon your behavior, based on how you deal with this and how you answer these following questions. Okay, what face are you going to show them? That you're Rachelle, the grown-up woman who is looking out for herself and realizes that the jig is up and it's time to come clean. Or Rachelle, who wants to play the little girl, thinks that she can lie her way out of anything. Okay, those are the images you project. And guess what they're going to say and think? I mean, I know what I would think. We need to know the truth about all your involvement in this. Only about which you want to figure out. Okay. We try to be fair. If we were jerks and didn't care, we would have just hauled you off a long time ago. We're giving you an opportunity to tell your side of the story, but we need it lie-free, embellishment-free, omission-free. Okay? You don't need part of the story. You don't need the part you think we want to hear. You need the whole shebang. Okay? Starting from day one, when you told Jason that you wanted him to get rid of your mother for you.
I didn't remember it being that early as early summer. I did think it was August.
People have trouble with remembering.
Maybe I'm wrong, maybe he's wrong.
Okay, but it was a few months ago.
It was.
It was before school started.
Yes.
Okay.
He said he might use run. I wasn't sure for sure if not.
But I mean, you did approach him and say, I want you to kill my mother.
Not exactly directly. I just said, sometimes I just wish my mother wasn't here. She causes me so much pain.
Okay.
And he said, would you have would you rather her dead? I said, I don't know. And they just kind of jumped around the bush.
But the gist of it was, yes, you did want her dead, and you wanted him to take care of it for you.
Yes.
Okay. So, from there, what happened?
Different ideas were discussed, and I didn't really have a lot to do with it. It
I'm
was
sorry, ideas were discussed.
different ideas that Jason had. in
You know,
mind.
scenarios for carrying
Yes.
this out. Okay.
And I was the
What was
reason-
one of them?
The only ones I knew of were, they didn't tell me about the tub thing. They had discussed the shooting thing, and when I found out, I don't care what they said, I did tell them to stop. That might have been another factor. Maybe the news didn't get that back into time, but I distinctly called up Jason. When he told me about it, I said, don't do it.
When was this? Was it after school started?
Yes, it was after school started.
Okay. So, I mean, he called you seconds before it happened? Well,
No, I called him that day after school. It was, I don't know, maybe 3 o'clock
okay.
or ish or something. And I called him at work, and I was talking to him about like community trauma or something. And he told me the plan. And I,
This is the shooting incident?
yes, the shooting.
Mom's going to come down from the school after dropping you off at volleyball practice, and he was going to be hiding in the woods and shoot her.
Yes.
Okay.
And I told him no. I don't know if that was why Brian didn't do it. I don't know if it's because he didn't grab his gun thing, but I told him no. I distinctly told him no.
Okay.
And then
I'm sorry, you may have answered this, but how much time elapsed between you talked to him and it was going to happen?
it was, well, if I talked to him about at 3, volleyball practice started at like 5 or so.
So a couple hours before this was going to happen,
Yes.
you called it up.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I didn't know they were planning it until the day before. My mom had gotten angry at me and beaten me, and I told him about it, and I guess that's when they threw it together. Because they were afraid she was going to do something, and I was honest, I was worried for myself, and I told them that. I said, I'm worried, I don't know what my mom's going to do, I'm scared to go home. And they just threw it into gear, or whatever.
Okay. All right, so this black is stopped at 2 hours from 2 hours from coming to pass.
Yes.
And evidently, but I guess fortunately for you, Brian forgot his rifle bolt, because otherwise it would have happened.
Yes, I guess, because I told Jason, I don't know if I can get a hold of him, and I said, please try, please, please, please try.
This is by chat, by email,
Phone.
Okay, so when was the next time?
Next time, it was discussed after she had started beating me again.
So now we're moving in.
Moving into
October.
October, I think, early October. She had beaten me, and I told them. And I
Gabby, when was Lauri unalive? November? If you're still there. You might be outside. I think it was November, so she's kind of laying the timeline foundation on. You're good, Gabby. Just type it in the chat. But also, she keeps going back and forth. I didn't know anything. I said, but then I did know something. I said no to. I don't even know. Also, I saw you guys talking about lawyers. Yes, get a lawyer. Why is she talking without one? Beyond me. In law enforcement, I hate when you guys do that because it makes it where I can't do things. I can't talk to you. But yes, get a lawyer.
said, well, what do you want us to do? I said, I don't know. I really just wish she wouldn't hit me. I wish I could make her happy. And they said, what about the plan? I said, I don't know. I was kind of on the fence about it. And then they kind of started plotting it. And I didn't really know much about it. And before I left for state,
This is last Wednesday.
yes, well, it was like a Tuesday or something, I was talking online. And he said, so you're going to be gone. Is your dad going to be gone? I was like, oh, well, yeah, he's, up in Juneau. So, I didn't really think about it. And they guess they knew how I sneak out just because I told them. It's like, yeah, it's really easy to get out of my house. And he said, well, we might take care of your mother this weekend. And I said, wait, what? We didn't discuss, I wanted to just be told about things. And so I was kind of worrying about it over the trip. And then finally I called and said, we've been getting along lately, and I really don't want these things to happen. And he told me, I was being irrational, I was being emotional, that I'd thank him later.
So he's basically telling you, we're going to do it anyway, because we need it. You need it. It's good for you. It's going to
That's
happen.
what he told me, that it would be good for me. We got in a fight, and I said, don't do it. You said some not very nice things that probably pissed him off. That might have encouraged him not to listen.
Again, I don't understand. They're sitting around waiting for you to give them the high sign and go.
Why
would they go through with it?
I don't think they needed the high sign. Once they have their mind set to something, they do it. And they're as stubborn as I am.
Okay. So anyway, you had this fight with him, and you're left with the impression he's probably going to carry it out anyway.
I thought he would listen to me. So, because the very last thing I said was, no, don't do it. And he kind of said, fine.
Did you see what I
And
said?
then, he agreed, but I think it was kind of like a...
Did you see what I said? November 14th, 2004.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so she's talking about October now. So yeah, laying the timeline.
You know what, Puddletown? All I can say, get swimmies. It'll help you.
Jesus, don't press me.
screw you kind of thing.
Well, don't you think it was pretty important to make sure that this was fully understood? Like I said, this is kind of a very ambiguous ending to a very important conversation.
I had tried to get a hold of them that Saturday afternoon, and I couldn't get a hold of him. And I don't remember if I talked to his mother, but I was like, well, he's probably just over at John's because our friend John, his uncle, had just committed suicide. I thought he was going to go comfort him. I was like, they won't do anything. I mean, he's got to be with John, because poor John. So I felt relieved, and I was thinking, I think it's okay. So I breathed a bit easier, and I got home and she wasn't there.
But you didn't call your mom and say, hey, listen, Mom, there's two guys that might come to the house tonight and kill you.
I didn't think it was necessary. I thought it was going to be okay.
When you called him, told him no, and the fight broke out on the phone, that was what day?
Friday.
Friday at 11 in the morning?
Yes.
Was his mom home when you called?
No, I don't know. He picked up the phone.
He picked up the phone home.
Yeah.
Right, it was his computer again.
I don't know. Was it? I don't know. Maybe in the kitchen or in here.
So what happens if we get Katrina Nelson's cell phone records and there's no record of a call?
And I must use the lobby phone because I
don't want to forget what the lobby people.
Okay.
Find out if this call didn't happen.
I did call him.
Okay. So,
I'm not cement on the time, but I know I called him Friday.
Okay, so now it's Saturday.
Saturday I tried to get a hold of him.
And fail.
Yes.
So,
I thought, well, because I was going to talk to him about John, and I figured, well, he knows I told him not to. This thing happened to John. He's probably going to go comfort him, and it's going to be okay. And I told myself it was going to be okay.
I still don't understand why you weren't raising the alarm flags, or did you tell anybody else about them?
No.
I mean, weren't you at least a bit concerned?
I thought it was going to be okay.
Well, I mean, it's one thing.
I thought he would.
Come on.
Well, he said fine. I guess it was a screw you kind of fine, not a.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Language is very ambiguous, right? Different things mean different. One thing can mean a host of different things, right? And it's pretty important to clarify things. That's why we're doing this now. We want clarification.
Yes.
Okay, clear answers, not sugar-coated
No, but
dance around the truth kind of answers.
Yes, I know.
Okay. So in any event, so you're thinking Saturday,
I thought it was okay.
you thought it was okay,
I
nothing's
called
gonna
her.
happen. You called mom and talked to her and everything's fine.
Yes. She's like, I'm going to Chamber of Commerce dinner, and
You didn't tell mom nothing.
didn't think it. I thought it was over. I thought it was over.
I mean, heaven forbid we interfere with it all. Don't. Well,
I was
anyway,
done playing by that time. Thank you very much.
so it's Sunday. You get home and mom's not there. You guys have been trying to call mom since you got to Hollis and no answer.
And I was worried. And
Okay.
so
And then Sunday afternoon, you get the news.
yes,
Where were you at?
I was at my house.
Who called you? You called him? You
I called him.
And what did he say?
He said, well, like I said, when we first started talking, I was like, so are we okay? And I didn't know, I guess that meant because of the fight. Like, are we still friends? But, and he's like, yeah, it's done. And I said, what are you talking about? Done. He said, we did it. She's gone. And I freaked out.
Okay. So, you chose not to tell your father. You chose not to tell the police. Well, come on. I mean, you're a grown-up, almost.
Come on, I was
You saw something.
scared. Didn't know what to do.
What were you scared of?
I was scared of going to jail because I felt people would put more blame on me than
Because you knew you were involved.
I
Right. You were scared because
I
you
was
were involved.
scared. Well, I didn't know how involved I would be considered because I did tell them no, but
Okay. So, Sunday night goes by. You know, your mom's missing.
yes.
And
And I didn't know they were going to do the car thing. I assumed that's what happened because I saw the car was gone and I saw the alcohol. And so, I mean, I just put it together.
Okay.
Or alcohol bottles.
Okay, so then Monday, we tell your dad, you know, the car's been identified, it's mom's car, and it's probably your mom. Tuesday we confirm it's your mother, so there's no doubt about it now. And yet Tuesday, we talk to you, either Tuesday or Wednesday, they either run together here. But anyway, shortly thereafter, we talk to you, and you lied. Right.
Yes.
But policemen come to your house and ask you questions and tell you that your mom's been murdered, and you sat there knowing who did it, and you didn't tell us, did you?
I was scared.
Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared. I get scared all the time. What I'm doing right now is scary. Okay, but I have to do it. You're big enough to know the difference between right and wrong, aren't you?
Yes.
You normally do that, don't you?
Yes, that's why I told him no.
Okay.
It was wrong. And I didn't
I
want
mean, you know it's wrong to conspire to kill somebody, right?
Yes.
You know it's wrong to solicit somebody to kill them,
Yes.
even though you did do those things. So anyway, you lie to the police. This goes on. You walk away thinking, what? I'm going to get away with it. You're not going to find out.
I didn't know.
What do you think was going to happen? So it's just going to go away?
I didn't know.
You're just going to go on with your life. Be able to do whatever you want now because your mom's not trying to tell you what to do.
No, I didn't. Look, I still have my dad. It's not like I'm gonna go out and, I don't know.
So much that you told your friends. So much that you told your friends, which you know I interviewed most of them, because you kept coming up to the office to check on me every time I go to the school.
I was wondering
Even so much that you told your friends that you weren't going to take over laundry, and you were going to be doing. You were already making plans that you weren't going to be doing that stuff.
I was making jokes like, oh, I'm not going to do my dad's
You were making
laundry.
jokes right after your mother was murdered.
That's how I tried
You
to
were
deal.
so scared that you were going to get found out that you didn't want to tell us, but you were making jokes.
Forgive me for trying to have a smile and then trying
You
to
told your friend in the lunchroom, leaned over to her, whispered in her ear.
I don't know about that one, girl. I don't know about that one. I am 100% for dark humor. I absolutely love dark humor. But I can tell you, if my mom was just unalived, the very last thing I'd be doing was making jokes about my mom being unalived.
Yup.
And
Well,
also,
definitely your mom.
yeah, but also she said she didn't think it was necessary to tell her mom 2 men may show up to try to unalive her. Again,
Yeah.
if there is just the slightest possibility that people are going to show up at my mom's house and potentially unalive her, one, I'm telling my mom, and then I'm going to go tell the cops.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to tell the local police department, they're going to show up. You know, it's she's smart enough to have older boyfriends, but not smart enough to know. I mean, she's an honor student. She's an athlete in high school. She's an extremely smart woman or young girl. You know,
Right.
she's not that dumb. She's she's realizing she didn't plan everything, and now
Yeah.
she's having to deal with it.
It bothers me with the lack of emotion that
Oh
she
yeah.
has.
I mean, they all have that, it's to Dahmer, to Bundy, to all of them, and they don't have that. They lack that. That's just a brain chemical thing. There's just something in them that lacks empathy, and they can't show the emotion.
Yeah, and it's scary. Well, sometimes they can be very charming, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
but
They can
it's
be
like,
charming.
but to actually show like real emotion that
Yeah.
somebody's now dead, and
Well,
not only is someone-
they recognize that, like, this is what regular people do, right?
Mhm.
Like,
They try to
oh,
mimic it.
this person thinks I should be upset right now, so I'm going to start crying uncontrollably because they think this is an upset situation. So that's what I'm going to do.
But
They're
in the
not dumb.
Yeah, but in the snap of a finger, if you just start talking to me normal again and the pressure, take a little bit of
For
pressure
sure.
off, then I just go back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
This has really, really changed my opinion about her.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
at first, I was like, I don't know. And they weren't showing anything to tie her to it, but this
Yes,
one's
nothing.
this pretty damning evidence.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Oh my gosh, we still got an hour.
After she
Carmen,
told
stop
John,
counting
Tom
it.
probably didn't come talk to you, you leaned over and said, don't say anything about Jason.
Just because I thought the fact that we had a relationship might, I don't know. It's not
Why
very
did
normal.
you lean over and say, don't say anything about Jason?
Because it's
Don't
not known.
and tell me
No,
about that.
it's not known that we had
It was
anything.
very well known.
Your mom.
No,
Everybody
Trying to break it up. I mean, everybody knew.
well, I was trying to discard the rumors. 'Cause, I mean, I had heard some stupid rumors and I was trying to discard
My
them.
mom just got murdered, but geez, I don't want anyone to find out that I'm having a relationship with Jason.
Wow, that's amazing. It's just like the other day, you
Trying to
asked
keep-
you not to go to school, and you seemed generally upset about the fact that you were going to miss a test and get behind on your homework.
You know what, I'm 3 weeks behind in calculus. It's very hard to get back up.
Okay, but the bottom line is this, Rachelle. Your mother's been brutally murdered, and you're more worried about a freaking calculus test.
No, I'm
Okay.
freaking trying to keep myself busy.
So you don't have to think about the bad thing that has happened to your mother, so you can pretend this didn't happen. So
No, so I can just have another peace of mind. And
you
just,
know how you have a nice peace of mind is to get what's bugging you off your mind. Okay? You're still holding back. You're still not telling me the truth, and I can tell her right now. You've done nothing but lie to me, and I've had to,
I just told you what happened.
I have to extract in full and pieces. Come on.
I just told you what
I've been a
happened.
cop longer than you've been alive. All right? You know how many thousands of people have tried to lie to me?
Probably a lot, I imagine.
You honestly think you're going to pull one over on me?
That's why I'm telling you what happened.
You're still downplaying, you're still diminishing, you're still trying to squirm out of this. Okay?
I'm telling you what happened.
It's not everything. You're holding back.
Please tell me then. What am I holding back?
I don't need to tell you nothing. You need to tell me.
Well, apparently no, I'm ready because clearly I'm holding back.
Because I've talked to your two partners, and they've told me everything. I found all kinds of things out of the crime scene.
I think they're trying to drag my butt in with them, even though I
Are you
didn't really.
sure?
I think they're trying to put more on me than I actually had to do it because they're angry.
Oh, they're definitely angry.
I'm sure Brian's mad because I didn't know he loved me and I didn't love
You know,
him.
Brian, actually, I'll take that back. Jason's the only one that's angry. It's Brian who still loves you. He's throwing himself in his sword for you. You know,
Brian makes no sense to me.
Brian's a psycho.
I agree. Why do you think I broke up with him?
Brian is a crazy guy.
You know, I broke up with him because I told him he was freaking me out about marriage and stuff. And I said, you know what? You're a cool guy. Like,
Well, he's a man of commitment.
yes, I realized.
He makes a promise and he sticks with it, doesn't he?
Yes,
He promised you he was going to take care of you. He did.
didn't listen. Or Jason didn't
You
listen.
didn't do a very good job of stopping him, did
Well,
you?
maybe I should not ever be on a debate team.
Well, you don't need to be a smart aleck.
Well, you don't need to question everything I say then.
Absolutely we do, because you've done nothing from the beginning but lie. How do you expect us to it?
We'll get around to it.
Okay. So, can I just know, am I going to go to jail?
Eventually. But I need to understand exactly what your role is. All of
I
this.
told you exactly what my role was.
Well, let's just assume for a minute. Just assume for a minute that Jason is maybe embellishing a few things, trying to drag you down with him. I mean, well, he is. You are going down with him. It just depends how hard you go down with him. Okay. Just suppose he is.
Okay.
If you can quit, trying to diminish and conceal, maybe I can get some understanding here. Again, quit telling me what you think I need to hear. Tell me
If
what.
I'm going to tell you what I think you need to hear, I'd be seeing a whole lot different.
How would you say?
Probably what you want to hear is that I did it myself.
No, I know you didn't do it yourself. You weren't here. I mean, come on, I'm not stupid. You think I'm stupid? You think Sergeant Abeeb's an idiot? I know we may not look too smart, but actually we are. Okay.
Okay.
Because right now I'm thinking the only one here is I had the most involvement that I
No,
that was
I know
possible.
I know you didn't do the deed. I know you didn't put your hands around your mother's throat and choke her life out of her. I know you didn't do that. But I know you knew it was going to happen, and you didn't stop it. You didn't. And then after it happened, I knew you didn't. I know you didn't tell anybody about it.
I thought it was over with.
This case could have been closed Sunday if you would have come forward.
Yes, we've established that I was scared and I didn't want to tell the police because I was scared. We established that.
You established that, we haven't.
Well, what? Why else would I?
We established that you didn't tell anybody. It's all we established.
Yes.
You didn't tell anybody on Monday. You didn't tell anybody on Tuesday. You lied to us about it on Wednesday. You didn't tell anybody on Thursday. Now it's Friday, and the only reason you're telling us is because we got you. We painted you into a corner. Your friends screwed up, and they realized they screwed up, and then they gave you up. Okay?
Okay.
So all I'm saying is this, Rachelle. We need to know exactly everything that transpired here in order for us and others involved in the legal system to understand how culpable you are in all this, okay? The problem we're having with this is because you've established such a poor track record.
Yeah. I understand.
You shot yourself in the foot a couple times.
I understand.
Okay. Liar once, liar twice,
Yeah.
liar always.
I understand. You don't need to
So
elaborate.
you're gonna have to do some convincing here, and you're not. Okay?
I don't have an interpretive dance. I'm sorry.
I'm not asking you to quit being a smart aleck.
No, I'm sorry. I'm a bit.
Okay, I understand you're upset, but you don't need to be disrespectful to me. Okay? I'm trying to be respectful to you, but I'm being hard on you. But that's my job, right? Okay. So let's get over that and get to the truth. Let's just deal with this. How about this? We'll break it up into small pieces and make it easier. Okay. You know, kind of the early stuff we probably go past because it's, I mean, we've established that, you know, that you did approach. You did basically ask them to do this. And a plan was set in motion and you were aware of it.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the big sticking point is this weekend. The last week, actually, about a week ago
Yes.
today. Okay. You knew prior to leaving town that this plan, this plot, this conspiracy was still active.
Yes.
You knew it was out there.
And it was in the air.
You
Yes.
knew these two guys had something up their sleeve. They were thinking about doing something.
Yes.
Okay. You knew this.
Yes.
And you didn't stop it.
I called them.
No, I
For
mean,
him.
stop it. I mean, you didn't go to the police and say, listen, this thing got started, this enormous mess has been created, but I want you to help me stop it before something bad happens to my mother.
Because at that time I wasn't sure. I was on the fence about it. It was for the same reasons I went to him in the first place. I was scared for my well-being. Even though we've been getting along, it's happened before. We'll get along, and then she'll come back and blow up again.
Okay, well, everybody has their ups and downs. So, I
Yes,
mean,
wonders of menopause.
I suppose so. But this thing is still hanging out there. I mean, it's like a spare tire. I mean, it's just waiting. Okay, I'll tell these guys to just stand by until the next blow up with my mom,
No.
and then I'll send them in.
No, it was.
I mean, it's kind of an either or situation. Either we're going to do this or we're not. Okay? And you're sitting on the
They
fence.
said maybe. They didn't say for sure. That's what they told me anyway. I don't know if they were talking about.
We can play language games all day. Okay? We're talking about the biggest crime there is, murder. And you're not clarifying what these people mean.
I'm not asking them.
These guys are going to kill your mom, or planning to kill
They
your
were
mom.
plotting it, yes.
Okay. Now I grant you plotting is one thing, doing is another.
Yes.
Did you believe they were capable of doing it?
Well, everyone's capable.
But I mean, did you really believe that Brian and Jason had the stones to kill your mom?
Honestly, no. I didn't think they had the balls to do it.
Well, I can understand Jason, but Brian, come on.
No, I know he's a bit psycho, but I didn't think it was that much. I didn't know he was that much psycho.
But again, why didn't you do anything to stop it?
You think Brian's the psycho? Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he keeps mentioning Brian. I'm like, you got the wrong dude. You have the wrong dude there. It's definitely the other guy.
Yeah, I get that Brian physically did it, but Jason's a psycho.
Yeah, he's definitely the psycho.
Go back and
I
watch
understand Brian's mentality, and like, he really thought he was like helping her because of what he went through as a kid.
Right.
You know, and not that excuses what he did, because it doesn't, but Jason is mental.
Yeah, Jason, like I said yesterday, and I think I said it last week as well, I truly do believe if she would have ran off with Jason once she grew up and realized this wasn't what she wanted, Jason would have snapped and hurt her.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I believe that. I really do. I believe that would have happened.
But I don't think Brian would have ever laid a hand on her.
No, I don't think so either. It's just
Moni, Jason. Jason's the real
Jason was her boyfriend of the time, at the time of when her mom was unalived. Jason was her actual boyfriend. Brian did go out with her, so they say, but either before, it had to have been before, but Jason and Brian were best friends, and they were both 24 years old. It's just an odd situation, but I think that Brian was more manipulative. He believed a lot more in Jason and like what he said. He took what Jason said to heart, you know?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Jason, I was going to try to pull up the picture, but it's going to mess up my screen sharing. I don't want to do that. But yeah, Jason is the crazy one. Brian did the crime, but Jason was the one who was feeding all the information. And yeah, it's just bad news bears. Bad news bears.
Yep.
You could have stopped it. You could have come out and said, listen,
Decides to call.
Decides to talk to them.
Yeah.
To come forward to your father, to your mother, to the police and say, listen, I got this thing started and I don't know how to stop it, and I need to stop it before something bad happens to my mother.
I thought if I talked to them and they got it over with, it would be over with, and we wouldn't have to, it would just be done. Like, okay.
Okay, so anyway, so you go off on this volleyball trip.
Yes.
Still not knowing for sure what's going on with these two guys.
Yes.
Still not, you were wondering. I mean, you were wondering to the point where you had to call them, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, you're gone on Wednesday, Thursday?
Left Wednesday.
Your dad left Tuesday or Thursday?
Thursday.
So they could have done this Thursday night?
They could have.
Okay.
But I didn't, I mean, whenever they had talked about the plan, they thought, weekend kind of late night stuff.
Okay, but still,
So
the opportunity was there.
it was.
Okay. You didn't get concerned enough until Friday.
Well, I had called during the day, okay, it's fine, la-di-da. And just Friday, I just had to tell them, you know what, I don't want this on my conscience. I don't want it at all. I'd rather solve things.
Okay. So you try. with Jason. And I mean, from what you're sounding like, he made it sound like he's trying to convince you that it's okay, we're going to go ahead and...
He was trying to swing me around, but...
I mean, he was saying, okay, we're going to do this, and trying to convince you to go along with it.
It was more like, you should change your mind. I mean, I think even if, I don't know how to explain it. I think even if I'd called it off months ago, they would have done anything, because they would not like done anything, but like, you know, they would have, I think they still would have plotted and schemed because they didn't like the fact that I was being abused.
Okay.
So
obviously, so you're aware of the fact that they're going to continue.
Well, I am now. I didn't know then.
Well, again, then why did you stop?
That's why I called them, and I thought...
Your mom would be alive today.
Yes.
If you would have come
Please don't.
to Mark, to Sergeant Abby, and say, listen, I got these two lunatics. They want to kill my mom. I've got something to do with it. Can you please make it stop before anything bad happens? I mean, if you stop the bad thing before it happens, things can be forgiven and written off. But unfortunately, the bad thing has happened.
Yes.
And there's no going back. You let a number of opportunities go by. And it's not because, you know, you're a silly little kid. It's because you didn't act. Okay?
I didn't want my dad to know I had thought about any of those things.
Okay, you know, I mean, we all get mad at them. I mean, I've been angry with loved ones. Okay?
I didn't want him to know I thought like that. I didn't want him to know how...
Then why didn't you tell them about the abuse? Why didn't you justify how you felt that way?
I don't think he thinks he could... I mean, he knows she has a temper, but I don't think he believed me. I didn't even tell my brother, and I told him pretty much everything.
You just didn't tell them that you're plotting to kill your mother.
No, I didn't tell anyone.
And you didn't tell her that she was abusing you.
No, it's just...
Again, I don't understand.
I was embarrassed about it, and I only told them because I thought they'd help, and because I thought they'd understand because they had gone through that kind of thing before.
Okay, understanding is one thing, but, you know, particularly Brian, he's an action kind of guy. Okay, he's not someone to sit and hold your hand and cry with you. He's somebody that, we're going to do something, my God, right?
Actually, that's what he did, is he helped me by sitting there with me and talking to me. After the incident occurred, that's what they both did. They would talk to me. And they, a couple times, you know, in the beginning, they said, do you want us to go to the police? And I said, no.
Why not? I mean, come on.
Well...
You go to the police, you get bruises on your body, I mean...
But they could be from volleyball, which was like, they'd be like, oh, they're just from volleyball.
No, we know the difference.
I didn't know you knew the difference.
Yeah.
I didn't know they could tell the difference. It's like, oh, it's a bruise from volleyball.
I think you're learning today, Rachelle, that we can tell the difference in a lot of things.
Yes, I can. Yes, no, no.
In any event, I guess the bottom line is this. You set in motion this thing, and you did nothing to stop it.
I did do something to stop it.
Well, no, you didn't, because it happened.
I tried, that doesn't mean I succeeded.
Well, it was a pretty lame try.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not a go-getter.
Go get her and lift it. Get this thing going. Okay. Well,
It doesn't take much to say.
I'm sorry, I'm not a go-getter. Is she for real right now? This woman. And I wanted to like her. I wanted to be like, you didn't do this. But you played a huge part in this. And it does me too, Ronnie. Like her just whole sassy ass attitude. Mm-mm. It's not good. Not good at all.
People who are very protective emotions.
You mean the two guys you never thought had the stones to do this?
I didn't think they'd go far. I mean,
You just said they didn't have the stones to do this.
they don't have, I didn't
How
think they
can you
had the
stop
balls to do it, but I thought, I mean, how can you stop people
You,
who are protective? I thought the worst they could ever do is talk to her, talk to the police. I didn't think they had the balls to
you
do
mean they're
anything.
telling you we're going to kill her?
They do a lot of talk.
But they made
Especially
two
Ryan.
attempts. They made 2 attempts on her life, and you had to stop one.
I didn't know about the other one until you just told me.
No, the shooting is the first attempt.
Well, it just didn't happen. I was like, well, I don't even know if they do it anyway. After I stopped it, I was like, it probably wasn't necessary. They probably wouldn't have done it. I didn't think they had,
So
I didn't think they could do it.
they thought this was just some game or something.
No, I didn't think it was a game.
Well,
I'm not that twisted.
well, they were dead serious, eh?
Apparently.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we can go round and round about this. We've been talking about it for quite a while. How about this? How about we take a wee break? You need to go to the bathroom, you need a drink of water. You take a little break and you think about a few things. See if there's anything else comes to mind. If there's anything else you think we ought to know. We'll come back in 5 or 10 minutes and then we'll talk some more and then we'll take you home. Okay?
Have you told my dad yet?
No. We're gonna have to.
Yeah. How long am I going to go to jail? How long?
I don't know those things. Okay, all I'm after is the truth, okay,
I
Rachelle?
know, but
That's my job, the diviner of the truth. The other things are, but I don't want you to,
you're asking now, am I going to go to jail?
I want you to focus on that.
I can't help it.
I want you to focus on the events of the past couple, 3 months and tell us about the things you don't remember. Very importantly, you tell me the truth, okay?
Well, things I don't remember, I don't remember.
Okay, well,
I don't
let's take a
know.
break. We all need to decompress a little bit, okay? Like I said, I want to be fair to you. Am I not being fair to you? Huh?
Really fair.
I know I'm being a hard ass, but at least I'm being a fair one, huh? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. You sure you don't need any water?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I don't know what to do because I don't know what this jumps into. Looks like it jumps. Okay. I know it is sticky. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm not just gonna let. I'm not gonna watch it play there.
Very clear. Okay, Rachelle, I want you to sit up for me for a second, okay? I want you to wipe your eyes for me. Close yourself. 16 years old. You're almost an adult. You need to start thinking like an adult. So I'm going to talk to you like one. All right?
Okay.
I want you to be very, very clear on this. Very clear. And I want you to listen to me. We have been working on this for 5 days now. 12-hour days. We had crime lab technicians down here. Just like you see on TV at CSI. We have homicide investigators down here. 3 of them. This department, the troopers here, everybody's been working on this. We have done numerous interviews. We've interviewed your friends. The things your friends have told us is amazing. We've got enough. We've got these two. These two have basically confessed. They've confessed and told us all the details. They told us everything about what happened. They told us all about your involvement. We've got evidence of your involvement. Right now, you're a kid. You need to start acting like an adult. You're at a point in your life where you need to make a decision. That man is one of the top homicide investigators and top interviewers in the state of Alaska. That's why he flies all over the state from Anchorage to do these cases. He is a pro. He's got the patience of Job. He'll stay on this case till hell freezes over. He's not done till he says he's done. He's got you. He's got you. He's got your involvement in this case. You have a choice. This is the only choice you have. This is the only decision you have to make right now. This is not a game. This is not high school. Do you want us to stand up with the district attorney and tell them that you cooperated, you screwed up, you weren't thinking? Do you want us to stand up and say for 5 days you lied to us, down to the end when we presented all this evidence in front of a jury? You continued to lie to us and bullshit us and try to show us you're smarter, I'm tougher.
I know.
Listen to me. Do you want us to do that? Do you want a jury to hear that? Do you want a judge to hear that? Or do you want us to stand up and say, this kid screwed up? She at least stepped up to the plate and was honest with us. Which one? Those are your two choices.
First one.
Then you need to start doing it. We're not dumb. That man's not dumb. You're giving him a little piece here trying to appease us. I'm sitting over here shaking my head, watching you lie, and it's not helping you any. It's not helping you at all. He's pissed. He's ready to just go forth. Let's do it. You're a kid. It's time to act like an adult. Now, do you want to talk to him again and be straight with him? If you're straight with that man, I will stand up, he will stand up, and the DA will stand up and say she cooperated. It's your choice. That's where we're at. Yes? Show the man a little respect.
Apologize for being a smartass.
Okay.
A lot of times I speak before I think.
Okay.
I know you deserve a lot more respect than I've been showing you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Understand. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so the ball's in your court. Why don't you start at the beginning?
The beginning was right. I came forth to them about my situation, and pardon me, murder wasn't the first thing we came to. It was first, I was talking about being emancipated and different things like that, and I didn't think I could get emancipated because I didn't think the judge would see it fit.
Okay.
Then that idea started being discussed, the murder, and I said, I didn't do a lot of talking, I did a lot of listening, because I didn't know what to do. So, like I said, it was discussed, and I said, well, yes, let's do it. And then, just, time surpassed, nothing happened, and I thought it was going to fade.
Yeah, yes, let's do it. For which?
For the murder.
Which scenario?
But they hadn't decided on one.
So he's
Way to
basically
confess,
getting green
young
light
lady.
for whatever they came
Way to
up with
confess.
No, I told them I wanted to know what was going on.
before it happened.
Yes.
Okay.
And so time surpassed, and things started getting a little better, and I thought they had kind of forgotten about it and it started to fade. Then another incident happened, and they started talking about it again. About just it in general. I mean, I didn't know of a certain plot or anything.
You know, a certain scenario.
No, I had heard a couple different ideas. I had heard about the abduction one, which was the main one they talked about. That's about it. And then, after another incident happened, I had told them about it, and nothing had been decided.
Another
And
incident with your mom.
yes,
I'm sorry I can interrupt.
Yeah, I know.
need some clarification.
another incident with my mom had happened,
Okay.
and I had told Jason about it. And he said, what do you want me to do? And I said, you know what? I'll live. It's not a big bruise. I'll live. He said, what about our plan? And I said, you know what? I don't know. I'll talk to you later. So I guess he talked to Brian.
When was this?
This was before the shooting one.
Okay.
And then I was talking to him, and he said, do you want us? He told me about the plan pretty much.
The shooting plan.
Yes.
The ambush.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like I said, we'll stand by us to the grave. I told them no. I don't know if that's why I called off. I don't know if he got to Brian in time, because he said, I don't know if I can. And I said, please call it off.
Okay.
And then I saw her later that night, and I was like, oh, okay, we're good. Yeah. Then I was like, you know what? Okay, we're okay. And, faded again. Another incident came up, and they started talking about it again. This time I wasn't so sure. I don't know, I was like, it was appealing in the only sense that I wouldn't be abused. But then I was like, this is my mother, I love her. So I talked about it, and they knew about the window because I've snuck out before, and they asked.
Just to confirm, which window is this again?
It's in the family room. It's above.
That little TV room.
Yeah,
Room on the ground
downstairs.
floor.
Yeah.
It's not the garage. It's
No. That's how I'd get out if I wanted to just get out of the house at night. And I'm a kid. I just told them, yeah, it's easy to sneak out of my house. There's
Or sneaking conversion areas.
I guess that's because it's right on ground floor. There's no screen. It's hardly ever locked. That was. Well, they probably knew about that before, cause just from conversation.
They ever snuck in your house before this time?
No,
Okay. Did you ever sneak in to have sex or anything?
no.
Okay. Okay, continue, please.
Okay. And for Steve, she had gotten angry at me. Another incident occurred. I told them about it. And they were coming up with this plot.
What'd she get done to you?
A lot of my black. I had also gotten a C in math. It's normal stuff, you know.
Okay.
You don't like black.
All right.
And so it just come up in conversation, you know. Yeah, my dad's gonna be gone this weekend. So if we were gonna do something like this, would it, this is them. They were saying, so if we were gonna do something, this would be an opportune time. And I'm kind of like, well, yeah, I suppose. And well, that's when I didn't know if we were gonna go to state or not. Because of course I only found out regionals weekend. After I found out I was going to state, I was really excited, and I told them, yeah, I'm going to state. Our team made it. We, he, who. And I didn't really say anything about the plan. I guess I was euphoric about winning regionals. And then, before I left, they said we might do the plan this weekend. He said it'd be a good time, but
Who said it would be a good time?
Jason.
Okay.
Because, like I said, Brian, I don't even know if he had internet, but I didn't talk to him. So
You're saying it over the internet or face to face?
it might have been phone.
Okay. Anyway, so again, I ask you to be clear about who says what. Okay. So Jason says that this would be a good weekend.
And I was like, well, yeah, I suppose. And I didn't know if it was there, if it was like for sure or not. I was just kind of like, I don't know. It was just bouncing around in my head. For the weekend, you're worried. And I thought of how since the last incident, how things have actually gone so much above what they've been in the last year. We were both happy about regionals and honor choir. We had gotten to spend time on my honor choir trip to Hennings.
Together? Your mom?
Yes, because she was a chaperone for that trip. And we got to spend time together there. And so on this call, I talked to him about it. And
This is the Friday call?
this is the Friday call.
It's Rachelle.
Yes,
We'll stop you there.
yes.
Remember instance
Yeah, I know.
evidence. You're
I know. I know. So we called him Friday, and honestly, we didn't even talk about it. It wasn't even, well, at least not that I remember. I told him about my trip.
Right.
I told him how things were going with the team. And I really don't remember much of that conversation. I wish I did.
There was nothing about the murder plot.
Not that I remember. I mean, you'll have to forgive my memory. I seriously wish I remembered more. I can hardly remember what I talked about.
Rachel.
Rachelle.
Rather. Sorry, I heard something you want to say. Listen,
I know, I'm seriously trying to remember. I swear to God I am.
that on that phone call, you did not tell him to stop.
No.
You did not tell him to stop.
No, I didn't tell him to stop. I didn't even know if it was going to happen or not.
Rachelle,
Yes.
This is
I didn't. I had an idea, but
you were pretty confident it was going to happen.
You left the window open for him.
the window's always open.
Listen to me. Remember we talked about
Yes, no, I
You can
know.
do this.
I know,
You're hesitating. You can do this. You're going to feel a lot better getting this off your shoulder.
There's an enormous weight on top of you right now. carry it around the rest of your life if you want. Or you can get rid of it right here and now. It's up to you.
But we're not going to go back to the last interview we just did in here. This is where we're at, remember?
Yeah.
I know you're scared. You just don't make... You're hanging on to what's left of your lifelines, and you just don't want to give them up because you're afraid. I understand that, but believe me, those lifelines are going to suck you down. Those lines you're hanging on to.
So be straight up with us. I told you I'll be straight up with you. Yeah. We will be standing right there, but you need to be straight up with us.
I had an idea that it was going to happen.
Okay?
Yeah.
And?
I just had an idea. I mean, nothing was confirmed to my knowledge, but I had an idea.
You believed it was going to happen. Suspected.
Suspected.
It was going to happen.
Yes.
And you didn't tell him.
You didn't tell him no on the phone.
I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to go up to my coach and say, Coach, I need to talk to the police because these guys
No.
are.
I'm talking about Jason. You didn't tell him no on the phone.
I don't remember us discussing
I
anything.
remember.
Don't play the
I
victim.
swear to God, I don't remember.
Rachelle.
Come on.
No,
I know.
If I wish I remember that entire conversation, but it's hard to keep track of all my conversations.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Okay.
Okay,
listen to me. You get back from your trip.
Yes.
There's a phone call between you and Jason.
Yes.
So it ain't hard to keep track of your conversations. It's hard for you to keep track of your lies. Let's just be honest here. Shit.
Go with that.
Yes, he told me he did it.
Also,
As I told you before. He told me.
hi Valhalla.
Hey, Valhalla.
That was it.
She had my niece since like 5 o'clock this morning. So, and she's my niece likes to grab things, like grab the mic and my mom's headphones and stuff. So she'll be back Thursday.
He did it. Or they did it.
You did.
Good to you.
And, I mean, at first I was just kind of shocked. I mean, I don't know what prepares you for that.
It's shocking.
Yes.
Okay, let's do this
Talk
round.
about my trip.
Okay, let's do this round.
Yes.
Okay. I'm so far satisfied with what you're doing now. All right. You knew that these plots had been in place, these plans had been in place, even though 2 of them didn't go through.
Yes. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know about the tub
You
thing.
knew about the second one, even though it didn't go through.
Yeah.
You knew this was going to happen while you were away at tournament. Yes.
Well, I suspected.
You knew this was going to happen. You were away at tournament. Yes or no?
No for a fact or no?
You were pretty darn confident.
Yes, I was pretty
clear.
pretty sure.
Remember what I talked about?
Yes, I know, but
Okay.
different words.
You had a conversation with Jason
Yes.
on the phone. You didn't tell him, don't do it, I've changed my mind.
I didn't.
You came back from Anchorage. You and Jason had a conversation.
Yes.
You asked him how it went. He
Uh-huh.
said, it's done.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What will happen next?
You mean like
What happened next?
with what?
What would happen next? You knew that they'd done this. You knew that it was going to happen. You didn't stop it. You knew it now. You knew it had happened, and you didn't tell anybody about it, did you?
No, I didn't.
to bring them forward? Okay. All right, well, thank you for that. I'm sorry that took 2.5 hours of talking to get to them. There's one more issue. Okay. Your mom's physical abuse.
Yes.
Okay. There's a big difference between an adult yelling at you and telling you how to control your life and trying to stop you from doing things, and somebody coming at you with a knife.
This is why I didn't tell my dad.
Okay, don't play games with me. We're still on the same thing.
I know.
Okay. Now, I've talked to you enough to know that you have a tendency to embellish things and dramatize things a little bit. Okay? Now, I don't doubt for a minute that there was discord between your mother and you.
Yes.
I don't doubt for a minute that things may have even gotten physical. But I have a real problem with baseball bats and knives and stuff like that.
What?
I think that was more teenage talk that goes back.
She has raised a knife to me. She threatened me while going like this with a knife.
How close were you to her?
A few feet, I was just talking to her.
About what?
We were talking about school, and she was just with how my math was going.
You gave her the baseball bat in her hand.
Yes, it did.
I can't believe that.
So I didn't
How
know.
did the baseball bat put some stuff out?
We were in my room discussing, talking. I was laying in my bed. Next to my bed, I keep a baseball bat, just because I'm paranoid.
Why was he telling?
I mean, these are not nice guys. So we've got an incident where she held a knife up, possibly, and we've got an incident with a baseball bat where what, she held the bat.
No, she hit my leg with the bat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it wasn't like full-blown, knocked her skull out swing.
Did it break your leg?
No, she just left a little bruise.
Break was getting into bleeding.
No, she just left a bruise.
This kind of hit.
No, it was just kind of like a...
Well, I don't doubt for a minute you and your mom had problems. There was fights.
Yes.
Okay. And I had problems with these weapons involvements. And I had a problem with the fact that you didn't do anything about it.
Children who are abused don't do anything about it.
Sometimes not. Okay. You had one parent in the household to go to. You had neighbors, you had a bunch of other people who care about you. And you never went to them.
Well, I confided in people, but I guess I just hoped it would go away.
So are these the two main incidents?
Well, I was standing by the stairs and she kind of went like this, and I almost caught myself.
Well, that's a little bit more than grabbing somebody by the scruff of the neck and throwing them down the stairs.
I'm sorry if I gave that impression. I didn't mean
But
to.
see, you gotta understand something here, Rachelle, okay? Language is a tricky thing. Okay? If you're not clear about what happens, people can misunderstand, right? You know, it happens every day. We misunderstand one another. Language is a tricky thing. And it's very easy to exaggerate. It's very easy to embellish, where kind of a scuffle on the stairs becomes thrown down the stairs. Okay?
She tried to push me down the stairs, not through. She didn't that strong.
What would it? But you see what I'm saying? She didn't grab you by the back of your pants and scruff your neck and run you up to the stairs
No.
and down below, right?
No.
You two of you are in the stairwell and there's an altercation and there's some pushing.
No, there was, I was at the top of the stairs.
Okay, there's a push.
Yes.
Okay, big difference, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you can see how if you're not clear
Yeah.
about what happened, how somebody else could interpret that.
Yeah.
Okay. You think you're saying push at the stairs. Jason, his vision of that incident is throw it on the whole heave. Okay. All right. When you say my mother hit me with the bat. Okay. you're saying she whacked me with it.
Yeah.
Beat to him and Brian, it's smacks. Okay, you see how things get exaggerated and blown out of proportion if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Just like you're doing now. Okay, so like I said, I don't doubt for a minute there was discord between you and your mother, and things got physical on occasion, but she never threatened your life.
Sometimes I thought she would.
Okay, but did she ever threaten your life?
Directly?
Yes.
No.
Did she ever cause an injury that would require hospitalization or medical treatment?
No.
Okay, she didn't knock out any teeth.
No.
She didn't break any bones.
No.
She didn't make you bleed.
No.
Okay.
No, I might have had a bruise once that bled.
I'm sorry, what?
I might have had a bruise. I think it was on my arm that was bleeding.
Okay, fine. But you understand, you're projecting.
Just my personal opinion. I don't think that her mom abused her whatsoever. She might have put a foot in her ass because her daughter's a brat, but I don't think she abused her at all. There is literally zero evidence that supports that statement. None. And we've been watching this for a couple weeks. Lauri, your daughter is a psychopath. Just so you know.
In our conversations earlier, you were projecting that things are a lot more serious than they were.
Didn't know I was.
Okay. Well, it's obvious that Brian and Jason believed they believed everything you told them. And it was kind of a dangerous situation in that they believed it to the point where they sincerely believed that your mother was on the verge of killing you. Okay. And that drove them to this. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is you got to be careful with what you say and how you say it. And a little exaggeration there and a little overacting there here can have some dire consequences. Right? So I ask you again, there were problems between you and your mom, right? Physical once in a while. But never to the point where you thought you were going to die in her hands.
Not at the moment.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we've done enough for one day. How about you? Is there anything else you would like to tell me that you think I should know? Okay. I'm going to have to ask you to stand by here for a little while. We need to contact some people and find out exactly what they want done. Then we're going to
go to jail.
We're going to take you home. If we get there, we're going to have to fill your father in on what happened.
I don't suppose you could go. I don't know. I'm scared he's going to be so angry.
Well, I don't doubt he will be. I'm going to take your father aside. I'm not going to have you stand there while I explain to you. Okay? Does that sound reasonable?
No, it's going to hate me.
Well, I can't control what his feelings are. But if we can salvage anything, we can tell him, well, listen, at least your daughter had enough courage in the end to stand up and take the responsibility for her actions.
I don't think I can stand the thought of my dad hating me.
Well, I know that's a difficult concept to accept, but
I already had one parent that hated me. I don't want another.
I don't think your mother hated you. I think your mother hated a lot of things.
She told me she hated me. I think she did.
I think that may have been out of frustration to deal with a teenager. I've dealt with two teenagers. Thank God they're grown up now.
Okay.
And they're right here.
Okay, right there. There's a prime example of how language can be misunderstood.
Well, she told me she hated me, and I never told her I hated
Your
her.
mother, what she's saying up here is, I hate your behavior. I wish you would stop. What comes out of her mouth is, I hate you. And you take that as gospel. She really hates me. You see how that happens? Right? Okay. It's tough, believe me. But it's important to make ourselves clear. And And that's what we've been asking you to do, is to be clear. Okay?
Are you going to tell us to the press?
Well, because you're a minor, we can't tell them your name. Okay, but I mean, this is a small town, and everybody's going to know who RW is. RWH816.
Can't you just say somebody? I really want to live.
I know you want to live. Everybody wants to live. And the bottom line is we have to do what we are required to do. We have very narrow confines that we can't deviate from, okay? We'll do what we can for you. And by all means, we'll tell everybody who wants to hear that, you know, Rachelle finally did tell us the truth.
It's not going to matter.
Well, it might in the long run. You'd be surprised. Okay. But anyway, I need you to just sit by here for just a wee bit.
I don't think my dad's going to want to see me.
Well, we'll talk to him. We'll talk to him first, okay? Sit there and relax a bit. I just need you to sit here for a wee bit, okay? Until we get some things resolved, okay?
My family's going to hate me. My whole family's going to hate me.
Well,
I'm going to be like tossed out on my butt.
we'll see. Time is now $1,900. We're going to go off your court. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit.
Everyone together.
Huh?
Everyone I love.
Maybe not.
I think I will.
Maybe not, okay? I'll be right back, okay?
Reconvene Monday morning at 8:30. And during this long break, get lots of rest. Please remember the admonition that you probably could recite in your sleep now. But of course, it's important over this 3-day break that you avoid any contact with reports that might be generated about the case, either in the paper or on the radio or television or
I
the
only
internet,
had a
that you not
brain.
conduct any independent investigation, that if you're inadvertently exposed in any way, or if someone attempts to influence you or
Blah,
contact you
blah,
in any
blah,
way.
Judge. All right, we're done listening to you.
Like, I can't even.
Yeah.
Kind of like what, you know, Ronnie said, where she's like, she's only worried about people knowing. This is the thing. She lives in a remote part of Alaska. You can't get to this place. You can only get there by boat plane or a boat, right? I mean,
What's a boat plane?
so a boat plane is a plane that can land on the water, Carmen.
That's not what they're called.
Huh?
That's not what they're called.
You know what I
plane.
meant.
I know. I just wanted you to.
A water
funny.
landing plane.
Boat plane.
Yeah, boat plane. They float. Christ.
But yeah.
A car
That was
plane?
a huge turn of events.
Yeah, I mean, considering yesterday, we were
Mhm.
still like unsure. Even though she did the hussy lean in, we were still unsure. Now I'm just like, nope, I'm pretty sure she's guilty now. She just confessed to it.
Oh yeah, 100% she just confessed to it.
Robin. But Gabby, if you only know 1,000 people, everyone will know.
So I think somebody asked, again, don't quote me on this, because what I was reading was she was charged with 10 different counts, but I can't find all of them. But was charged with first degree unaliving, second degree unaliving, conspiracy to commit unaliving, criminal negligent, homicide, kidnapping, and burglary. Now, sounds like you're pretty effed right now there, Miss Waterman. You were doing so good. Had us all convinced. Until that video.
First and second degree red rum and conspiracy to commit red rum. The state indicted Waterman. Huh.
But I think she was hit with 10 counts total, because Jason was hit with 10 counts total. And I think that they
Waterman
were,
moved to suppress her November 19th statement on the ground that the statement was involuntary.
make sure you don't read too much.
Yep, that's all I'm reading.
But yeah, I mean, what a huge turn of events. See ya, Haru.
See you, Heidel. Night, night.
But I mean, I honestly, I mean, we all were pretty much.
Frank.
Yeah, she got effed again. Just took a good
She
old
liked
pounding
it.
right there in that interrogation room.
And she liked it. She liked it.
You know, she liked it until she was like, "Am I going to jail?" Yes, you
Yeah.
dumbass.
But it wasn't intentional.
It wasn't intentional. Can my dad come get me? No. My dad's
No.
gonna hate me. Yeah, probably, because you unalived his wife.
Yeah, my dad's probably not going to want to see me. Well, we'll talk to him. I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
What a bunch of crap.
This is why you should beat your children. Just kidding. Just kidding. Wrong time to say that. Wrong trial to say it, because that's what she said that she did it.
We don't condone child abuse.
We do not condone child abuse, but if you just beat their ass just a little bit in that grocery store when they're like, "I want this toy," and you tell them no and they have a meltdown, this is why I don't want kids.
That's what happened to me. And every time I go to the store, I still say I want that toy, but I don't get it because I still can't afford it. So
Snipe said, "You hear that, AJ?"
that's great.
So, we will not be here tomorrow because my mom has dinner with my grandpa tomorrow. So she will be back on Thursday. I won't be able to be back with you guys until Monday. I'll try to keep up as much as I can, but I won't be a lot because I got to work tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and I'm not sure about Saturday. But I won't be here. I won't be back until Monday. So, you guys
Well, I will try and stream something in Discord tomorrow if I can. So, if you want to be a part of that, join AJ's Discord. There's the link.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun over there too.
What's your toy store?
What toy store is that, Gabby?
What toy store is that, Gabby?
Wait.
What?
When I said, if you're having a meltdown, and you said, "Yeah, I did that once," or whatever you said. He's asking what
I
toy
don't
store.
remember. I don't remember.
When you have to work at dumb o'clock, we get it. I do. I work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Dumb o'clock.
Adam's Apple is my toy store. Ash.
Adam's Apple was, ooh, that was about to be a bad joke. I'm saying it. Adam's Apple was Lauri's toy store, getting that flashlight right to the throat. Right back.
No, Robin. Thursday. AJ will be back on Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
She won't
Yeah,
be
my
here
mom will be
tomorrow.
Yeah, no. My mom will be here Thursday. I just won't be here for the rest of the week. So,
You said
Yeah.
you still wanted toys that you could. Oh. Yeah.
what
You're
kind of
talking
toys do
about-
you want?
Well.
Is this AJ After Dark? I'm ready.
I mean, I don't know. Is it? AJ's like, no, shut it down
It's
now.
like, shut it down. No.
She's
I don't have a
"Yes."
text message.
Yeah, right. You don't say another word, both of you. I told her we're fine. Like, we haven't gotten her channel. See, Grandma knows. She knows. We haven't gotten her channel banned yet. So I mean, we must be doing something, right?
But we always have to put that word in yet. Right.
Correct. Yet.
Really?
See you, Frankie.
Did you get it? Me.
I've been using.
All right, guys. All right, guys. Thank you. I know this was a long stream, especially when we're just hearing somebody yell like a wild banshee. But it was a very interesting stream, very interesting turn of events. Again, sorry for the audio. There's only so much I can do. I did my best with it. I don't remember who is on. You'll have my mom will start with an investigator, and you guys will go from there. So I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, great rest of the week and weekend, because I will not see you guys, but be back here on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 10 a.m. the following day, Antarctica time, and 69, something's burning. Please go see a doctor, because that might be an STD time. 69. And we will see you all later. Bye.
Bye.